The main thing that I'll take away from my participation in Power of 10 is the sense of community with other new veterinarians in our state. But I also really enjoyed our first meeting in which we performed an insights assessment and got a better idea about the ways in which we communicate with other people.
Learning to appreciate everybody's perspectives and understanding the importance of personality differences and effective team building and teamwork.
I'm going to take away that there's a great network out there for young vets to, use to help us get through workplace problems and stress that we start experiencing in our first, second, third year out. And this program's definitely helped me with some tools that I can utilize.
The one thing I'm going to take away from my participation in Power 10 is that there's a lot of other veterinarians in the same kind of position as me. They're not really fresh out of school, but they're still kind of learning where they fit in the veterinary profession, how they fit as leaders in their own towns, how to network with other veterinarians, and how to reach out to the NVMA and find some of the resources that are beneficial for those people trying to navigate the veterinary profession.
The importance of self-awareness and, taking care of yourself. Sometimes with everything that we're doing on a daily basis, we just forget about ourselves and we forget about what we're doing. And so taking a step back and becoming self-aware.
The biggest thing I'll take away is the networking that I had with the other participants. It's very good getting their feedback on different questions because we're all kind of in the same boat. I would. I've learned a lot, and like I said, the networking, the connections I'm making, it's very helpful.
Absolutely. Not only was it a fun experience, and I, like I mentioned, got to meet tons of other younger veterinarians from Nebraska, but I learned a lot about communication and think I've developed new professional skills.
Oh yeah, I would definitely recommend the Power of 10, mainly because it kind of opens your eyes to all the different workplace problems you can run into. You get out of school and the only thing you're thinking about is how to be a good veterinarian and having a good client relationship and treating animals. Well, there's a lot more to being a veterinarian than that. So this program has definitely sort of opened my eyes to that for sure. And just knowing that when you work in a practice, it's a community and how to nurture that community to make everything just go more smoothly.
I would strongly recommend the Power of 10. It's a great place to meet these other veterinarians and vent or find camaraderie in the profession where sometimes it's difficult. We have difficult clients, we have difficult situations, and we feel like we're maybe starting to go into some compassion fatigue or burnout, and realizing that there are resources available to help you remember why you're in the veterinary profession.
You think that you know a lot of veterinarians when you graduate and you work in the field for 7 years, but I mean there's all walks of life, and being a small animal vet in a bigger city in Nebraska, I mean I probably would have never met those large animal vets that are in my class, and hearing what they go through every day makes me very appreciative.
I definitely would recommend Power of 10. It's been a good opportunity to again, just to learn and focus on some key points that we may not get in our professional curriculum. My favorite session so far has been with Dr. Rosa regarding the financials and legalities with practice. Again, that was just an area that wasn't maybe covered as thoroughly in our curriculum.
I think the first session we had, it was an insights session. And Insights basically helps you develop what your personality is. And, you know, knowing after what I learned from the Insights and what personality category I actually fell into, it actually started making me realize like why I react in certain ways and how I handle stress, and then being able to take the Insights information that I learned and then apply it to, you know, my other associates, my staff members, my vet techs, and then being able to read them and their personalities. I thought that was really awesome. It was something that I could definitely take back the first day back to work and then start applying that. And I thought that was great.
My favorite Power 10 session was probably the session with Dr. Lori from Colorado State University. She had us bring something personal from home that helped us remember why we started in the veterinary profession. I'm 10 years out of vet school, and you start to forget why you became a veterinarian because you start to get burdened with some of the other things that the veterinary profession is faced with. Social media, issues, and those struggles and hardships. So you forget, you don't remember why you started in the profession in the first place. You lose that excitement a little bit. So something that reminded me of why I began with Dr. Lori was really a fun session.
Can you share what you brought?
I brought a necklace from a client when I was first out of vet school. I saved her dog, and he had a syncopal attack and ended up trying to die. We did CPR on him 7 times to get him to a referral hospital. And as a thank you, she gave me a necklace, and that necklace is a reminder that even to this day, that client, even though I don't live in New Mexico anymore, she still remembers me and remembers that positive impact I had on their family.
I liked the first session because it was cool to, you know, in a computer program put in like your responses, and then it gives you this feedback. It was like almost creepy about like how accurate it was, but it was also very beneficial to be like, okay, this is who I am, this is why I react the way I react, and it helped me like identify coworkers and other people. And
You know, I don't know that I have a favorite. Honestly, when I was reading over the topics, I didn't think they'd really apply, but they all really did. The self-health, I wouldn't have guessed that, but it makes a lot of sense. The practice management, it was right on. They're all very, very good.
I think the NVMA provides a good support system for new vets in our state, and I've certainly learned a lot about how it works over the last year. I realized I didn't know very much before.
The NVMA has proven to be a support group for its members. They're addressing important issues in the industry and representing those members well.
Knowing that the NVMA is this supportive of young vets coming out and actually trying to make them successful, not to scare them, knowing that they can provide me with networking and just being able to, you know, allow us these programs to get into, just knows that I've got a huge support system behind me, and that I can grow within the support system. So definitely all the different avenues you can actually take in the NVMA has been really kind of an eye-opener.
NVMA has always been a big part of, I guess, you know, my career as far as, you know, being in a smaller class with a 2+2 program and graduating from it. I mean, those people in the NVMA were always good mentors. There's always somebody to talk to. And then the fact that the Power of 10 is something that they have like helped create and, you know, helped, you know, come back time and time again, year after year. I mean, that's just an awesome opportunity.
Well, the NVMA, I didn't realize they had so many programs to help the veterinarians with their not only their profession, but to get involved in the organization and help the veterinary field statewide and even nationally.
The NVMA is a resource and especially helpful because of their online availability for knowing when we're having conferences, when people are going to be networking. It's a way of all the veterinarians having a place to be on the same page. The healthcare availabilities, technicians, conferences, but so much more that I learned from the Power 10. The NVMA is working for us veterinarians.